bien hecho y la publicidad está bien comprada, el mismo día uno ya tiene un resultado. Inmediatamente, es instantáneo.
Of the Laptop Rich Challenge. Excited to have you guys here with us today. Man, it's going to be an amazing day, just like every day is, guys, especially when you're learning a skill that can potentially change your life forever, which is this skill right here, guys. And that's why I'm so excited to have you here for day number 2 of the challenge. It's going to be an amazing time. Let me know. Give me some fire emojis here in the chat. Let me know you guys are excited, and we will get started momentarily here. Awesome. I see people here in the chat saying they can hear me just fine. Perfect. Well, guys, welcome to day number 2. Day number 2 is going to be an awesome day. But before we begin, guys, let me know. Give me some feedback here in the chat as well. How'd you guys enjoy day number 1 of the challenge, right? We covered a lot of stuff when it came to your success and set yourself up for success yesterday, right? So we covered, things like, for example, the 7 keys for success. Why it's important to go all in on your success. Why it's important to, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. We also covered the big opportunity, which is affiliate marketing, right? And why affiliate marketing, in my opinion, is the best way to have success online, especially if you're brand new with no prior experience, which many of you guys are. And that's why we're doing this challenge, right? It's perfectly fine to be brand new. I actually like that, right? I actually love it when people have no experience because it means they have no bad habits. It means they can actually learn and have, kind of no bad habits to work out of, right? So we covered all that stuff, right? And then we covered some other things when it came to affiliate marketing as well. And we talked about how to choose a winning offer. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of yesterday. So we did that during the challenge. And we also had our VIP session. And so guys, let me know in the chat as well. How'd you guys enjoy VIP? If you guys are part of VIP, I know that the feedback has been amazing so far. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it and having a good time with the challenge so far, guys. So again, welcome to the Laptop Rich Challenge. Excited to be with you guys here today. As you know, my name is Robby, and I'm excited to have you guys have success with this challenge, right? And so I'm so passionate about it because, again, being able to spend 5 days together is going to be a game changer for you as long as you commit to it, as long as you take action, as long as you stick with it, right? And again, the reason why I'm doing these challenges is for you guys to have success. So that way you can leave these challenges, feeling empowered, feeling like you now have the knowledge and the action steps to actually make a difference in your life, which is what it's all about, right? And it's something, the reason why I also do these challenges is because I wish I had someone that taught me it in a challenge like this when I was first learning. I mean, heck, back when I first learned how to do this back in 2014, I had no clue, right? I had to do it. I was self-taught, basically, right? I had to, make lots of mistakes and spend lots of money and make, some of those mistakes were very costly, right? And the reason why I was successful, the only reason I was successful is because, I was stubborn and I stuck with it, right? And so we're going to be able to help you guys have success here as well, right? So really important to keep that in mind. So anyways, guys, welcome to day number 2 of the challenge. We're going to be covering a lot of stuff today. More specifically, we'll be covering how to, build what we call your money page, right? Guys, type in money page into the chat. Make sure you guys are paying attention. So a money page, we'll explain that in just a little bit, but it is exactly that, right? It's a page that is going to make you guys money, right? And it really is super simple to create, super simple to get going. But man, oh man, it is a game changer, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into it right now, guys. I see people in the chat are excited. And also a couple other things I want to talk about, we'll cover in a moment here. But guys, welcome to day number 2 of the challenge. And it's important, guys, we're going to cover a few things here. Make sure, when it comes to prizes, right? We're gonna give some prizes at the end of this challenge here. And I want you guys to make sure you're taking action every single day, right? So a couple things I want you to make sure that you're doing here is when you are taking action, first of all, if I give you guys a task to do, I wanna make sure you guys are doing it, right? Because every time you do a task, you're gonna get a point, right? As long as you post in the group and let me know that you're doing it, okay? Because what my team is gonna do, we're gonna add up the points, we're gonna do and then we'll give away those prizes at the end of it, okay? Completing your homework. So every single day of the challenge, I'm giving you guys homework to get you up and running and started, to show you what to do. And it's important you guys actually complete that homework. Now, again, I hate to use the word homework. It's probably the wrong word to use, but it really is, it's homework, okay? It's not like, high school English class where you have to write a paper you don't want to write. This is actually something that's going to literally change your life in terms of your finances and your freedom and being able to earn income online. No longer exchange time for money. So that's what we're going to be covering as well. That's why it's important to get your homework done and so you can keep pace, right? I want to make sure you guys can keep pace with what we're doing here in the challenge. If you have not done a video introduction yet, make sure you guys do that by just taking a selfie or recording a video of yourself and just saying, hey, I'm Robby and I'm joining the challenge. I'm really excited. And the reason why I'm excited is because I'm going to do this, and my big goal is this. Like, let me know, right? I want to know who you are and why you joined the challenge in the first place, because my goal is to help you have success, right? But in order to help you have success, I got to know what success means to you, right? What is your big why? What is the big reason for wanting to improve your life? I need to know that, right? And so it's important you guys share that with me as well. Or if you don't do a video, guys, you can always take a photo, right? You guys take a photo with your laptop. So for example, my laptop here, I take a selfie with the laptop saying, hey, I'm tuning into the challenge, really excited about it. And also you can write a testimonial, would love that as well, okay? Because again, we want to build a community. We want you guys invested here into the challenge. We want you guys taking action and getting out of your comfort zone, right? Again, getting out of your comfort zone is so important when it comes to just long-term success, because again, success happens outside of your comfort zone. It just does, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? All right, guys, let me cover a couple things when it comes to housekeeping to make sure we're all on the same page. I know this is just simple stuff, but I like to remind you guys because sometimes it's important to do that, right? So for those of you that are tuning in, right, and have asked in the chat, I've seen it happen all the time. People say, Robby, are there going to be replays for this challenge? The answer is yes, right? There's going to be replays. Those replays are going to be inside the guidance section of the Facebook group, right? So if you go to the Facebook's group, and you go to the main menu, you're going to see where it says guides. You're going to click on that, and you're going to see each day's recording as we do them, okay? So that's important to keep in mind. Right? Remember, recordings for the free challenge are available through Sunday, okay? After Sunday, we take them down, but after that, they're available to you guys as well, okay? Also, it's important you guys give the training the time, the full attention, and make sure you guys go all in. We talked about this yesterday, right? Going all in on your success is so important to do, right? Because we want you to take action and complete these daily assignments that we give you guys. Keep up and follow the training, give it full attention, right? And again, we don't want to go half-fast into it, right? I want you guys fully committed to doing this, right? I want you guys to be fully committed to making this happen, right? So important to do that, okay? And again, always, guys, make sure you guys respect the community. We want positive people in there. We want you guys rooting for each other, helping each other out. If we see any negativity whatsoever that's not productive, which most negativity is never productive, then we'll just have to kick you out. That's all, right? No hard feelings, right? No direct messages as well, so don't direct message people. We try to avoid that so that way people aren't getting crazy links for all, who knows what happens, right? So all conversations should take place inside the group as well. And the reason why is because that way everybody can learn. So if you have a question and I answer that question, that was probably a question that 10 or 15 other people were wondering the same thing. So if I answer it, now everybody gets to learn from it, okay? So keep that in mind as well, all right? Now, again, a couple things here. Make sure you guys do a few things right now. Make sure, number one, you join and stay active in the Facebook community if you have not done that yet. Obviously, we're doing these here on Zoom, but I want to make sure you guys are joining the Facebook group as well. So that way, in between challenge sessions, you can be asking questions, you can post and stuff. And we post our updates in there as well when it comes to the challenge as well. So make sure you guys are doing that. Make sure you guys go live and also introduce yourselves, right? So introduce yourselves via video or phone. I want to know who you are and why you joined the challenge in the first place. And then make sure, guys, if you haven't upgraded to VIP, make sure you guys do that as well. Let me know, guys, in the chat. For those of you that are part of VIP already, let me know in the chat, how did you enjoy it yesterday, right? Did you guys enjoy the VIP? Did you get a ton of value? Were you guys fired up and excited about it? Let me know in the chat. Awesome. Yeah, some people here saying they were loving it. So many golden nuggets. People said, love it here. Yeah, I love what Jill said there. She said this was well worth the investment. Yeah, absolutely. Because, again, like we talked about yesterday, VIP, it's, for the price of VIP, it's, you need like half of a sale to cover your cost. And I think we can get a half a sale, right? With what you're about to learn during this challenge here. So so guys, again, that link is there. We'll be doing the challenge, the VIP part of the challenge right after this this session here. So it's important you guys dive in. Also, Wednesday, which is tomorrow, that'll be the last day to get into VIP as well. So you don't have that much time. Now, again, why would you join VIP? Well, number one, to get those additional sessions each and every day with myself and Coach Stephanie is super valuable because we do some more stuff. We help you out a little bit with some other things, answer more questions, all that stuff. You also get a copy of my How to Make $1,000 a Day book right here, How to Make 1K a Day book. You also get all the recordings you get to keep for the next 4,000 years, right? And then also, you also get that software suite, which includes some trials, and we actually pay for your subscription for the first month on some of these things as well, okay? So all that stuff, right, is a part of the VIP. All right, guys, and then of course, the 4 important areas of the Facebook group, as always, right? So this will be for everyone that is still trying to figure their way around the group. Number one, guys, you can see where you're gonna be able to go live, post your questions here. Also, you'll see where the recordings are listed in the guide section. You see where that arrow is pointing there. You'll also see them sometimes, guys, in the files section as well. So there's 2 places you can look there, the guides and the files. Any questions you have, post them in the group. We want to see your guys' questions and make sure you guys are in there and good to go. And that's what we want you guys to do. Now, again, for those of you that are wondering, who is this guy that's talking to me right now? Well, hopefully you know by who I am, who I am by now. But in case you don't, guys, my name is Robby Blanchard, and about just over 10 years ago, I was just like you, right? I was on a journey trying to figure out how to be successful online, and I didn't have success, right? I was a personal trainer, I was a gym owner, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have the success that I wanted to have, but I just knew that there was a better way. I knew that being a gym owner and living paycheck to paycheck was not in my cards. I didn't want to live like that forever, right? Because it's fine when you're in your your 20s, but then when you get into your 30s and eventually getting close to 40, like, hey, you want to be able to have more. You want to be able to provide more and be able to do more and have more experiences, and not be stressed out and by looking at your bank account. So I went on a journey, right, over the past several years, and I tried all these different things, drop shipping, and I tried sales, and I tried all these different things, crypto, all these crazy things, right? Nothing worked until I discovered this three-step system, which changed my life forever, and that's what we're talking about here during the challenge. And since then, guys, as I mentioned, I've gone on from being that broke gym owner to then becoming the #1 affiliate marketer in the entire world on a platform called ClickBank. I had over 5 million people on their platform, and changed my life, right? And I've been able to generate millions of dollars online, and my students have done over $200 million that I know of so far from this system, the same system you guys are learning for free here during the challenge, okay? Now, I don't share any of those things to boast or to brag or to tell you how amazing I am. Like, that's not not it at all. That's I could care less what you think about me, right? What I care about is letting you know that you guys are learning from somebody who has walked the walk, right? And doesn't just talk the talk. And that can be, and that's so important, right? Because if you're learning something, if you're learning a skill, like, you want to learn from somebody who actually has done that skill, right? I want to be able to learn from someone who has experience. I don't want to, and it can be tricky, right? Because online, there's all kinds of different ads online and YouTube videos and all these different things, or different people telling you how great they are. But then when you kind of look behind the curtain, it's almost like the Wizard of Oz there, right? Like, it's there's not much substance there, okay? It's all smoke and mirrors. And so I just want to kind of emphasize to you guys that I'm the documented #1 affiliate on ClickBank. ClickBank themselves has verified that. ClickBank themselves have verified my students have done that much money in sales, and that's important, okay? And so I just want to share that with you guys as well, okay? And also, I'm the #1 expert for helping people get to that $1,000 a day level. And the thing I'm most proud of, my biggest accomplishment, is my family, right? So, you see there's my wife, Mariah, and then there's my little guy, Leo, there. And so, to me, that is that's what gets me up in the morning. That's what gets me excited. Is every single day I want to be able to provide for them and give them a better life and help them out and help them have success. And so I'm really really grateful to be in that position. And so I know you guys probably are as well, right? The reason why you guys have joined this challenge is because you want to have more for your family, right? And be able to be there for your family and provide for your family. And I love hearing those stories, right? I've had students of mine and people come up to me and say, hey, Rob, because of your system, I was able to, take care of my mom. I was able to, help, kind of retire my parents. I was able to, do all these different things, buy a brand new car, which you couldn't do before, go on vacation. I had one student one time who was literally able to upgrade his wedding. So he was able to go to the next package at the hotel, which is an amazing thing, right? It's a huge memory for them and helps them have success. And it's important, right? Being able to be there for your family. And that's what this system does, okay? Awesome, guys. So yesterday, what did we talk about yesterday? So we covered a lot of things yesterday. First thing we talked about was the 7 keys for success, right? 7 keys for a successful, life as an entrepreneur. So let me know, guys, in the chat, what was one of those keys that you guys remember from? Hopefully you guys remember all of them, but what was one of the keys that you guys remember, right? Let me know what it was and what your favorite key was. All right, so let's see in the chat here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying going all in. Yeah, exactly. You got to go all in on your success. You can't dabble. You can't try to be successful. There is no trying to be successful. Either you do it or you don't. I see a lot of different ones here. Okay, cool. Yep, extreme ownership. Man, that's probably my favorite key out of all 7 keys, right? Is having that extreme ownership in your success. What if you succeed, it's 100% your fault. If you fail, it's 100% your fault too. And I love that because so many people walk around life blaming everybody else for their circumstances, right? They blame their upbringing, they blame their family, they blame their parents, they blame their friends, they blame their spouse, they blame the news, they blame the president, they blame all these people for where they are in life, when really all they need to do is look in the mirror and say, shit, I am where I am because of what I've done personally, right? Nobody else is responsible for my life except for me. And so if I'm not where I need to be in life, man, I got to do something about it, right? And the moment you have that conversation with yourself, things will change. I'll tell you that right now, okay? And that's important because why? Is because when you take extreme ownership of your success and you're like, man, I'm not where I need to be right now. I'm not where I want to be in life. Well, guess what? If you take ownership and it's your fault, you have to do something about it. Because otherwise, if you don't do anything about it, then it is what it is, okay? And so we don't want that to happen, right? We want to make sure we're doing that as well. We also talked about, guys, yeah, so great. I love those answers, guys, in the chat. Perfect, that's great. Also, why affiliate marketing is the best way to succeed when it comes to online. I truly, truly, truly believe that, right? It really is the best way to succeed online. Quite frankly, number one, because it is the simplest to get going, right? You don't need to create your own product. You don't need an email list. You don't need to have a crazy website. You don't have to do any customer service or drop shipping or any of that stuff, right? All you have to do is what we're going to talk about during the challenge, right? Which is, creating these simple ads, running them to a money page, and then promoting a top offer, okay? And I love being an affiliate marketer because I can do it from anywhere in the world with just my laptop. That's why we call this a Laptop Rich Challenge. And I'm able to do it when I want to do it, for any time I want to do it. And if I want to work longer during the day, I can. I check my ads for maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day, and then I just do whatever I want to do the rest of the day, okay? That's why I love it, right? Now, the other reason why I love it is because of the flexibility. Because, for example, if I'm promoting an offer and that offer stops working and stops selling for some reason, well, guess what? I just have to switch my links to another offer, okay? And make a couple tweaks to my ads and I keep going again, right? So much better than if you have your own product. Because if you have your own product and it stops selling, ooh, you got a big problem, right? You have to actually go ahead and recreate your entire products. And so that's why I love affiliate marketing. And then we talked about, guys, as well, how to choose your winning offer, right? We talked about being a large category niche. We talked about how important it was to make sure that you have a top offer on the network. So whether it's ClickBank or another network, going to the marketplace, choosing that top offer. And then also we talked about getting paid $100 to $300 per sale is important as well, okay? And I love that because the math is so great, right? If you want to make $1,000 a day, like I talk about in my book here, well, $1,000 seems like a lot of money, and it is. But when you break it down by how many sales you would need, so if you're getting paid $150 per sale, well, you only need like 7, 8 sales to get to that $1,000 a day. So that number doesn't seem crazy, right? And it's not crazy, okay? And it really is an amazing time to be an affiliate marketer with this system and what you're learning right now. And I'm so actually kind of jealous of you guys. And the reason why is because when I first started, guys, these $100 to $300 per sale didn't exist, right? I used to be really excited when I got paid like $35 for a sale, okay? Because back then we couldn't promote supplements. It was more like cookbooks and recipe books and ebooks and things like that, which don't have a high order value. But you guys get the benefit because it's physical product that you don't have to worry about inventory or customer service, and you're getting paid a high commission to do that, okay? And the other thing that's amazing too is you're getting paid what they call a CPA, which means that if you get paid $100, even if the customer refunds the product, you get to keep the money, right? So it's just amazing how awesome this system is and helps you have success. So isn't that awesome, guys? Let me know in chat. You guys fired up about this? I mean, you guys should be excited and over the moon and ready to rock and roll on this because it really is an awesome, awesome experience. And I also want to know, guys, let me know in the chat as well. Did you guys finish your homework yesterday where I talked about how to choose and what to choose for your winning offer? And I told you your homework to choose your winning offer. So let me know in the chat if you guys chose your winning offer. Let me know that right now as well. Okay, awesome. Yes, people saying here they chose their winning offer. Some people are saying Midolin. Some people are saying Pure Aviv. Some people are saying Brain Song. Yeah, awesome, guys. Yeah, I love to see all the people here in the chat that are doing that. And just so you know, guys, if I'm looking at my laptop, I'm not. It's not that I'm not paying attention to you. I'm literally. This is where the chat is here, so I got to make sure that I see everything coming in because it's coming in quick, right? And also, guys, just so you know, if you're like, well, Robby, where's the chat? I don't see it. That's on purpose, guys, right? You can chat in to us. But we're the ones who can see everything. You can't see all the questions coming in. The reason why is because we want you focused on the training, okay? But that's why I'm looking down here, right? But that's the great thing, guys. I love seeing all those things come in. I love seeing people talking about this. This is great, right? So again, we talked about yesterday, there is no breakthrough without follow through, right? If you want to be someone like Chris and Janice who in their first year doing this were able to make $1.2 million, then you need to take it serious. You need to go all in and you need to burn the boats and pay attention to what I'm gonna teach you guys this week, right? Now, again, am I saying you're gonna make $1.2 million your first year? No, obviously I'm not saying that, okay? because that would be crazy for me to guarantee or say. But what I can tell you guys is that if you take it serious, there really is no ceiling to this, okay? But you gotta be willing to commit, you gotta be willing to put in the work, you gotta be willing to put in the effort, and good things can happen. I really believe, guys, in life, the harder you work, the luckier you're gonna get, okay? And so we talked about that. We talked about all our other students having success as well. So today, what are we gonna talk about today? Good question, guys. Well, we're going to be talking about learning about the power of quizzes and the money page, okay? So we're going to talk about a couple different things here, but most importantly, we're going to talk about quizzes, okay? We're going to talk about how to create a quiz on a money page that prints money, and we're going to talk about one of the best tools for creating a quiz as well. We'll talk about that too, okay? So here's the deal, guys, right? When it comes to a money quiz, right, a money page, the equation is very simple. You have your winning offer, and then when I build that money page that has a quiz on it, right, which is one form of a money page, and I say, hey, I got my offer plus my money page, well, guess what that's going to equal, guys? Money in your pocket, okay? Give me some dollar signs in the chat here, guys. Give me some dollar signs if you guys can understand that equation. It's a very simple equation, right? My dad was a math teacher, and he never taught me this equation, right? He used to teach me algebra and trigonometry, and I wish he would just teach me this one, because this is the most important one, right? Winning offer plus a money page equals money in your pocket, okay? Which is super cool, okay? And that's why you see all these people here, all these screenshots of success from Giovanni and Grant and Steve and all these people here, and Danny and all these people who are making literally hundreds and thousands of dollars a day. It's because they understand and they've mastered this formula, which is a simple formula to understand, okay? Awesome. So let's talk about first of all why we do quizzes and why we should pay attention to quizzes. Well, number one, everybody loves quizzes, okay? Everybody loves to take quizzes. And the reason why is because, well, people are very just kind of, they're curious by nature, okay? And the other reason why I love doing this is because they're super easy to get started and create, okay? Because what we do is we basically do 4 questions, right? A 4-question quiz is all we do, okay? And so you only need to come up with 4 questions to make it successful. Now, the reason why I love this, and I love quizzes, is because it's very easy to test quizzes and make adjustments to the questions, okay? So here's an example, guys, right? If I have 4 questions on a quiz, and people take the first question, and I see there's 100% completion on that question. Perfect, I don't need to do anything about that. Second question, I see 100%, great. Third question, there's a 50% drop off, right? Some people don't even finish the quiz. So what does that tell you I need to do? Guys, let me know in the chat. What would I do, right? Well, I'm going to change the third question to something different, okay? Because that's how simple it is. It's much better than sometimes having a long, paragraph after paragraph of just, long sales copy because as a beginner, you don't know what to fix, right? Whereas with a quiz, it's very obvious what to fix. Okay, this person answered the question, awesome. Didn't answer the third question, so I got to improve that third question, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know in the chat if this is making sense so far, but it really is that simple to do it, okay? And again, everybody loves quizzes, right? That's why, all the, all the gossip magazines and all the online, sites, they always have quizzes where it's like, take this quick quiz to see who your celebrity crush is going to be, or take this quick quiz to see what superhero you are, or take this quick quiz to see which character you would be in a Disney movie. Like, stuff that doesn't matter. Like, who cares, right? But people take these quizzes all day long. And the reason why is because there's that curiosity piece, and they want to know, like, hey, what's the answer based on my questions, right, that I'm answering? And so that's what I love about it. Now, the other reason why I love quizzes, when done right, it transforms people into having a buyer's mindset. So what does it mean to have a buyer's mindset? So keep in mind, guys, in the coming days, we're going to show you guys how to advertise on places like Facebook when it comes to social media. And it's important, guys, that you understand that most people aren't going on to like Facebook, for example, to buy something, right? Nobody's waking up in the middle of the night saying, oh my gosh, like I need to buy a weight loss supplement. I'm going to go on Facebook and buy one, right? Nobody does that, right? But people buy lots and lots and lots of stuff on Facebook, right? So how do I get people to go from that social mindset of just kind of, scrolling randomly on their phone? All right, how do I do that? And then get them into a buyer's mindset where they want to buy my product that I'm promoting as an affiliate? Well, a quiz, right? That's the way to do it. So literally, in those 4 questions, what you're doing is taking someone from that social mindset and transforming them to a buyer's mindset. Guys, let me know in the chat if that makes sense. So guys, you can see that quizzes really are an amazing, amazing thing to do, right? Now, the other thing, guys, keep in mind when it comes to your quizzes, there's really four main components of a money quiz, right? The first thing is going to be you need to have a curiosity-based headline, right? Because we want people to have a reason to actually take the quiz, because otherwise, what's the point of taking it, right? So just like I just gave the example earlier a couple seconds ago about how like, like which superhero are you? Take the quiz to find out. Right? That's a curiosity-based headline because now I want to know, like, I wasn't even thinking about what superhero I was like 5 minutes ago, but now I'm curious. Am I Thor? Am I Hulk? Am I, which one, who I am? Who am I? Am I Odin? Thor's, dad? Well, who knows, right? Like, I want to be someone that, some superhero, right? So I got to figure this out, right? So that's what I need to do, okay? So that's how it goes. So I need to have that curiosity-based headline. So important to do that, okay? Now, you can see here on the example on the slide here, it says, discover how the secret daily ritual from Ecuador can turn on a sleeping metabolism. Man, what a great curiosity-based headline, because again, it says here that, hey, first of all, it's a secret daily ritual. Okay, well, if it's a secret, then I probably don't know what it is. And it's from Ecuador, so I definitely have no idea what it is. And it can turn on a sleeping metabolism. Well, geez, that's interesting because I didn't even know that my metabolism was off, right? And maybe if it is off, that's why I can't lose weight, right? So love it. Curiosity-based headline makes sense. I love it, okay? The second thing, now we have an attention-grabbing first question, okay? Now, typically this can be as simple as are you a man or a woman, which is not the best one, but it's definitely, can be that, right? Because obviously you're like, okay, well, if I'm a man, does it mean that I can do this? If I'm a man, does it mean I cannot do this? But also a better one too, for example, and we'll talk about this and some other questions in a second here, but for example, when you wake up in the morning, do you get up on the right side of the bed or the left side of the bed? Okay? I love that question because, people will be like, okay, I get up on the right side of the bed, but I don't know, is that good? Should I not be getting up on the right side of the bed? Should I be getting up on the left side of the bed? Is that the reason why I'm not? Then what does that have to do with anything that, with the sleeping metabolism? What does that have to do with that, right? That's exactly the point, guys, because the curiosity is building on every question that you're asking, okay? And then point number three is you want to frame the offer to the last question, right? So what I mean by framing the offer is you want to be able to transition people to get ready to watch the presentation of the VSL of the offer, okay? Now remember, most offers and most products will sell via a video sales letter is what I'm trying to say. Video sales letter is the word. So a VSL. A video sales letter, and so the last question of the quiz needs to get people prepared for that video, right? And so the way that I would form it, and the way I would kind of frame it is say, hey, on the last question, like, hey, if you could find a solution, right, or if you could learn about this daily ritual, would you be willing to watch a quick presentation to show you exactly how to turn on your sleep metabolism? Well, yes, of course, I'd love to, right? So now I know there's a presentation, now I know there's a video, and I will be okay and I'll be ready to go, okay? And then you gotta have a strong call to action, right? It has to be strong. It can't be just kind of wimpy, right? It can't be like, hey, watch this video if you want to, right? No, it's like, hey, congratulations, based on your answers, you have qualified to watch this video. Now, it's important that you watch this video right now because at any moment in time, we could be taking down this video, right? Our lawyers have instructed us to tell you that you need to take this and take this seriously and watch this now. So click here to watch the video, okay? If you want people to click to watch the video, tell them to click to watch the video, okay? That's how it goes. Very important you guys do that, okay? So, like I said, guys, let me know in the chat right now. Does this make sense? You guys understanding this as well, right? You have to have a strong call to action, okay? Just like for you guys, right? I'm telling you guys, let me know in the chat, is this making sense, right? I'm giving you guys a call to action, a strong call to action, because I'm not just gonna wait for you to post in the chat. I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, go in the chat, let me know, right? Same thing you have to do when it comes to your quiz, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, here's some examples of some headlines you could use. So for example, this one here, discover how a 2-minute water hack helps boost metabolism. I love this because again, it's a 2-minute water hack. Okay, well, 2 minutes, that's perfect. I love that because that means I don't need a lot of time to be successful with this. I mean, I got 2 minutes, everybody's got 2 minutes, right? Water hack, okay, interesting. Well, I know what water is, like I'm drinking water all the time here, but what's the hack, right? If I'm doing something, am I drinking it wrong? Like how do I get this to boost my metabolism, right? So that's what curiosity is all about there, okay? Another question here, right? Your first quiz question is, when you wake up in the morning, do you get up on the right side of the bed or the left side of the bed? Love that question, love, love, love it, because again, you're thinking in your mind, okay, right side of the bed, that must be the right thing to do. Or maybe it's not. Maybe you should try the left side of the bed. Like, You just want to know what the reason is, right? That curiosity is building and you want to keep on taking the quiz because you want to find out what's going on here, right? Then you have your last question, right? For example, if a 2-minute water hack could boost metabolism, would you want to know about it? Of course I would, right? Great. And then you go to the strong call to action, okay? Which is saying, hey, if you want to learn how to do this, guys, click this link right now and watch the video right now. So that's how it works, guys. Very simple to do. Very easy to get this up and running and doing this, okay? Now, a couple things to keep in mind here, guys. How do I actually go ahead and create these quizzes, right? Well, the best thing you're going to do, guys, honestly and truly, is you're just going to go ahead and create a Google Doc, right? Before you spend any money on things like ClickFunnels or anything like that, which by the way, we have a link where you can get signed up for ClickFunnels, and that's where we build our, typically build our questions on and our quizzes on. But all you guys got to do here, guys, right, is if I were to go to, just go here, right, and just go ahead and set a blank document, and I'm gonna do my quiz question. So again, like I'll do another one here. So what you'll do, guys, as part of your homework is I'll literally go in here and I'll say, okay, headline, right, will be curiosity-based headline, right? So it's got to be something like, try this recently discovered secret morning right? For example, try this recently discovered secret morning ritual to melt away belly fat fast. Take the quiz to see if it will work for you. All right, so there you go, boom. A secret morning ritual. Well, what is that? Okay, perfect. Well, I want to know what that is because I want to melt away my belly fat, right? Question 1. What hand do you drink your coffee with? Right? Another good question. Oh, I hold my cup with my right hand. I hold my cup with my left hand. Well, what does that have to do with losing weight? Maybe it does. Maybe it's, right? Curiosity there, okay? And then you go on to question 2, which can be anything here. You know, how long have you been trying to lose that unwanted belly fat? Right? That's another good question to ask too, because it makes people start thinking about it, right? I want people to start thinking, oh, geez, yeah, I've been trying to lose weight for like years now. Oh my gosh, I tried this, I tried that. So it gets you thinking, right? Which gets you in that emotional state of wanting to find a solution, right? And then it's another question. Question 3 could be, in the last 6 months, how many things have you tried to lose that fat? Right? So how many things? Again, we want them to get, figuring this out, right? Then question 4, I'm going to say like, if you could learn to apply this morning ritual starting today, would you be willing to start? Right? And they say yes, right? Okay, so that's it, guys. So that's how you write your quizzes, right? So your homework is going to be a Google Doc, and you're going to write your quiz questions out. And once you do that, guys, then you're going to go ahead and just post that in the group, in the Facebook group, let me know you got your homework done, right? But you can see how simple it is, right? So again, we're just going through the process of asking these questions. We're going through here. We're getting set up. We want to make sure we're good to go, and that's how we do that, okay? And so that's what a money page is, guys, right? A money page is. Now, another cool thing you can do too as well, and I'll show you this real quick here before we keep going, is the other thing you can do, guys, is also, because you're part of the challenge, you also get that trial membership to Spy Hero. We're able to actually go ahead and spy on ads, right? And so what you can do here, guys, you can actually go into Spy Hero, and you can actually see, let me go ahead and log in here real quick. Here we are. You can actually search based on people's money pages, right? So Spy Hero is an amazing tool because it allows you to see all the ads that are currently running for different offers, and you can kind of research those, and you can actually use them to model it for your own success. Now, guys, if you need a link for the trial, if you haven't signed up for it yet, I recommend you guys do. I'll have Courtney and the team post that link in the chat for you guys to get signed up for that Spy Hero trial there as well. It's also in, you should get that via email as well, but I'll have her post that link to you guys. All right, guys, so let me actually show you a different variation of what we call a money page, right? So we have your quiz, right, which is what I want you guys to do for homework because it's the simplest way to get going. But once you understand this process, guys, then you can go ahead and create other types of pages. And I'll show you an example of, a page, for example, which will be, let me find a good one here. Yeah, okay, here we go. So let's just go to landing page info. Here you go. So for example, you can see here, guys, this landing page here, it says try this protein trick to ignite higher consciousness and heightened awareness. Wow, that's a curiosity-based headline, right? Then they have a curiosity-based image, and then they have the button with some copy here. Okay, add copy. And so that's another way to do it too, guys. That's another variation of the way it can work there. Again, both ways work. I personally think that the quiz is the way to go initially because you're going to get up and running much better. Because again, you can see how much information is on this page that you need to adjust as you go along. So that's why I think it's better to start with a quiz, and our students have more success with that right out the gate, okay? But anyways, that's the way it works, guys. That's why I love using Spy Hero as well, because I also, guys, would recommend as part of your homework to get signed up for your trial membership of Spy Hero, and the reason why is because, first of all, you are going to be able to see all the different headlines, right? So, when I say curiosity-based headlines, you can actually go and search by popular headlines, okay? And I can actually say, okay, which headlines are the best, which ones are doing the best, and I can actually find them here in here as well, right? So there you go. So for example, decades in medicine, why didn't anyone actually teach us this? Only 1 out of 10 people have tried this method. Let's see, 7 seconds, simple method changed everything, right? So you get all these different examples. You can actually see the ads in the landing pages that are in the money pages that are being run for these ads, right? So there's a lot of benefits to Spy Hero, guys. So again, that link is in the chat there for you guys to get your trial membership to Spy Hero as part of your homework as well, okay? And that's what it takes to be successful, guys. So let me know in the chat. Is this helpful so far? You guys loving day 2 so far? Let me know in the chat. Make sure you guys are loving it. Awesome. And so I really encourage you guys to stick with this and actually keep going on this, guys, because again, it can be life-changing, right? So for example, one of my students, his name is Sent. And so even though his name is Sent, he's making real dollar bills. I'll tell you that right now, because he was able to basically retire himself at 18 years old, guys. So fresh out of high school, making thousands of dollars a day using this system, right? The same system you guys are learning this week as part of the challenge, right? And so you can see here, he said 60K in revenue and 40K in profit while playing his favorite video game, right? So even though while he's playing video games, he's making money in the process, which I'm okay with, right? As long as you're making money doing it, you're good to go. He was also able to pay off his parents' debt. I mean, guys, 18 years old. I mean, 18 years old, I think I was cutting grass. I was still a landscaper. And Sent is, basically paying off his parents' debt, helping him buy a house, living the dream, right? And that's what it's all about, guys. That's what it takes to be successful. Another person, Jake was able to, make it happen here, had his first $1,000 day. You can see there, he did that just a few months back. And he says it's been a long time coming. He's like, have I thought about quitting? Yes, many times, but I moved forward, which is a great lesson, guys, because I'm gonna tell you right now, in this process to become successful, there's gonna be lots of times where you feel like quitting and giving up, but don't, right? Just keep going forward because it will get better and you will have your success if you keep going forward. And then other people, guys, like for example, Daz, right? So Daz is one of my students. Daz actually came to me a few years back and he was doing Shopify. So he was having an okay success with it, not a ton of success with it, but he was doing all right. And so he ended up learning the system, guys, and he has done some pretty crazy numbers. He's been able to make 7 figures each year as an affiliate, right? The same system you guys are learning from, right now. And the best story, he's one of the best stories as far as students go, but his best story here is that literally he was just recently married. About a year or so ago, he got married. They did their honeymoon in Cancun, and they flew out there for 13 days, right? And so, they're having a good time. They're sipping margaritas on the beach, not really doing much. I mean, checking his laptop once in a while, which again, how cool is that? Bring a laptop on the beach in Cancun, you're good to go. But he was making, I mean, you can see, guys, he was making like $15,000, $16,000, $14,000 in a single day, over $100,000 in a week. Let me say that again, guys, over $100,000 in a week he was making because of this system, right? And that's amazing. While he was on vacation, on his honeymoon, on the beach, sipping margaritas. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, guys. And that's why I love this. That's why I'm so passionate about this system, guys. And that's why I really encourage you guys to stick with us for the entire 5 days here, because that's where you're going to have the success that you want to have. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys, get you excited. Does that get you fired up and excited, guys? Let me know in the chat. Does that get you excited? And it should, right? The answer is it should, because, for me, when I was first learning how to be successful online, I would always look to people that were more successful than me. And I never looked at them in a way where I was jealous or I was like, oh man, like, well, who cares about them? Why am I not successful? Like, no, I looked at that as like my North Star, because I knew that if they could do it, right? If they can, they put their pants on one leg at a time like I do, they're more special than I am. if they can do it, I can do it, right? And so I always had that type of mentality, and I was never like just kind of resentful or jealous or anything like that. I was always looking forward to their success, and I always look for people that are more successful than me because I want to model like what made them get to that next level. Help me out, right? And so that's why I share this with you guys as well, because success is contagious, right? Especially with this system. And then Patrick, for example, Patrick was he owned a cleaning business where he was making about 10 grand a month. And then he was able to make around 10 grand a day using the system, guys. As a matter of fact, he was, as far as the top affiliates in the world on ClickBank, he was number 34 at one point in time, which is pretty crazy, doing $1.4 million in just 1 year alone, which is insane. So really, really amazing stuff, guys. And so, guys, let me know in the chat, how awesome was today? Did you guys enjoy today? Did you guys get a lot of value out of it? Have you guys been super excited about this and really just loving it, right, and getting inspired? Well, hopefully the answer is yes, guys, because we covered a lot of amazing stuff to help you get on track here. So give me some feedback in the chat here. Let me know if you guys are loving day 2 so far. All right, guys, love it. So yeah, love the feedback, guys. People are saying this is amazing, which makes me feel so good, right? I love the fact that you guys are getting a ton of value out of today's training as well. So awesome. So before we get to the point where we're wrapping things up here, guys, the first thing I want you guys to do as far as homework goes is number one, it's important you guys get signed up for, first of all, your ClickFunnels membership there as well. Remember, we give you that free trial as well to get going on that. Now, the reason why, again, is because that way you'll be able to build and get your account going and running and get set up for success. The other reason why as well is because if you're part of VIP, Coach Stephanie is actually going to build a full money quiz for you guys, which you'll actually get uploaded into your account on ClickFunnels. So you have to have an account on ClickFunnels to do that. And again, we cover you for that first initial trial part, right? Same thing with Spy Hero, right? So again, getting signed up for that Spy Hero trial membership will be important as well. Because you can research and see what ads are running. It really is a valuable tool as well. And then getting started with quiz questions set up, ready to go. Again, get that Google Doc, or even, just pen and paper if you need to, and get that set up and ready to go for success as well. Invite a challenge buddy, right? Again, if you haven't invited your challenge buddy yet, make sure you guys do that. Make sure you guys introduce yourselves inside the Facebook group. And as I mentioned before, make sure you guys upgrade into VIP if you have not done that yet, because again, tomorrow is the last day that we'll be allowing people to get into VIP. And I highly recommend that if you're serious about your success, making it happen, guys, because the investment of getting into VIP is much less than getting one sale, right? You just need half a sale, with what we're teaching you guys to cover your cost of the VIP, right? And so it is a no-brainer there, guys. So make sure you guys go to the link see on the screen there, links in the chat. I'll have Courtney and the team drop that link in the chat right now to get the VIP. So make sure you guys go to that link right there and get signed up. And let me know in the chat as well. Once you guys jump into VIP, just type "I'm VIP." We'll make sure you guys get in there and get set up for success as well. But it's important, guys, you guys dive in and do that as well, because again, we want to make sure that you guys are set up for success. And with VIP, you get access to obviously all the recordings. So the regular challenge group, those recordings go away on Sunday. By being part of the VIP, you get to keep the challenge recordings, the VIP recordings, for the next 4,000 years, which is pretty cool. You also get access to the copy of our book right here, and you get our software kind of bundle where we actually pay for your first several months of the software that we recommend. So really cool stuff, guys. And importantly, those recordings are so great because you can go back and rewatch them and rewatch them and rewatch them and get set up for success the way you want to do it. So again, guys, really cool stuff there. And so I recommend you guys go to VIP to get upgraded as well. So link is there in the chat there, link on the screen. To get in there as well. All right, guys, so let me know in the chat here. Once you guys are jumping into VIP, just type in "I'm VIP" so that we know you guys are good to go. All right, guys, so I am super excited because I'm about to bring on a very special guest in just a second here. I'm just waiting for her to log on right now because she has to, she's been busy. She's been busy all yesterday, all today, and you probably have seen her already answering questions in the chat, and that is going to be Courtney. So Courtney is an amazing person. She's a rock star, and so as you guys already know, because she's been posting like all your questions, answering all your questions and all kinds of good stuff inside the chat here. But I wanted to bring her on here and just to introduce her and also to have her share kind of her story and her insight, because she has a really unique kind of perspective on things, because she started out as a student of my system, right? And then she ended up becoming a team member of our entire program as well. And so she's seen, I talk about all the 18,000 students, like she's literally seen like basically all of them go through the entire program and see the success that they've had using this system, right? And to show you guys it's a real business. So let me just see if she's on here right now. Hey, Courtney, are you there?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so guys in the chat, give a big welcome to Courtney there. You guys have already seen her in action. I was just telling them, Courtney, how you're a rock star and answering everybody's questions in the challenge here, and it's been an awesome. Obviously this is just day 2 here, but it's been an awesome couple days so far. And so I figured I'd have you, hop on here and just, first of all, to show that you're a real person. Sometimes people think that you're, AI or a robot because you're always answering all kinds of questions, and so you are a real person. And so, Courtney, I figured we start out by just kind of, just introduce yourselves real quick and just, let people know how you kind of found our system and started from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on. It's great to meet all of you. It's been fun so far, and I know the fun's just starting, right? We have all week yet to go. And so my story is a bit unique because I started as a student of Robby's actually in 2020 during COVID. I worked in healthcare, was sent to work from home. My husband was actually deployed at the time. I just finished my master's degree. Honestly, I was kind of bored. And so I happened to see Robby's ad on YouTube and I jumped in that same day. I got started. I did honestly have some roadblocks initially that were kind of a setback, but I decided to continue on and persevere through those with the help of Robby's team, and kind of went on and was part of the program and had my own successes, hit a lot of the major milestones. And honestly, at this point, I now know enough to be able to be part of Robby's team and to be able to be here and help you guys out, which I love doing. It's actually my favorite part of everything, is to be able to give back and help you guys out through your journey in this process.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, and you've seen, kind of a unique perspective because you've seen both sides of things, right? You've seen, from a student's side of things, going through, kind of, the challenge, going through the system and how it works. Then you've also seen the inside of how things work. And so I guess the first question, Courtney, is like, what's your take on this entire, kind of system that we're teaching during the challenge? Like, do you think it works? Is it real? I mean, what's your thought process?
It definitely works and it's definitely real. I think it's something that a lot of people just don't know about. I just told you guys I came from healthcare. I worked, a 9 to 5 job, and that was all I ever really knew. I didn't know anything about this, and most people don't. But there's a whole other side of the world where you can make money, and it doesn't have to be hard, and you don't have to trade your time for money. And honestly, I've done it, and now I've seen many, many other students do it. And really, it's just knowing that it's available and then going all in and taking action and not giving up.
Absolutely. No, I agree 100%. Like, not giving up is a huge part of it, right? So, and that's why I tell people on day number 1 of the challenge, it's like, hey, like, you need to stick with this, go all in. You need to stick with this for the entire 5 days. But, after the 5 days are over, you're like, that doesn't mean you stop. You gotta keep on going until you see your success. That's so important, right? So Courtney, you've been part of a lot of these, kind of challenges that we've done here. And so, I want to just kind of like, just get your take on what you see as far as the challenges, how, just the impact you see it has on people in terms of the success they have, if they stick with it and if they continue following the system.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen these challenges be really game changing for a lot of students. And honestly, it's those students that go all in, that take this very seriously, that know that it can make a difference for them. And, we've had students from, single stay-at-home moms or just general stay-at-home moms, people who work regular jobs full time, but do this on the side until they can supplement. And really, we've seen kind of all walks of life come through these challenges. And honestly, most of them know nothing about it, making money online or, affiliate marketing at all before starting this. And honestly, by midweek or towards the end of the week, they know quite a bit, and it's really impressive to see. And so I've really enjoyed being part of that because I can kind of watch everybody grow through the week. And then those folks who continue with it and stick with it, there are ways for us to be able to help them too. So I feel like we've seen the success. We've seen students get their first sale even during the challenge week, which is awesome. We've seen students hit success after that because they continued on. And so everybody's story is a little bit different, which is what's amazing. But I love that we can kind of bring together a whole bunch of different people and from all walks of life to go through this challenge and to learn something new that can really be game changing. And we've seen it happen for a lot of our students.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And so, now, Courtney, based on obviously your experience, because obviously you're dealing with people on the inside now as far as helping people have success, and obviously you're answering all the questions in the chat, and you've been doing this for years now. Like, what do you think are some of the biggest characteristics of someone that goes through the challenge and ends up being very successful with this system and this business model?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. I can typically tell by day one, or honestly, even day two of a challenge, who I think is going to make it. And that's based on what you're describing is some characteristics that you can see in those people. And so a lot of it is, eager, having you always ask, what's your why? Having a really strong why and being very connected to that. I can tell from those students that are very connected and have a why that really means something to them at their core. Those students tend to do really well because they're motivated by that why. Also, those students who, again, we talked about it already, but not giving up. Those folks that even if they run into a problem, they're problem solvers. They're going to look for the answer. They're going to ask questions in the group so that we can help them. It's those students that don't sit in silence, that do truly try to learn as much as they can, that are open-minded to learning all of the new things. I think those are the main things I see. So being open-minded, not giving up, being constantly looking for being a problem solver, as well as having that strong why and that strong reason why they, are trying to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Now on the flip side, what would you say is some of the characteristics of someone that is not successful with this system?
I'd have to say the folks that maybe dig a little too far into the weeds. And I was one of those people, to be honest. Initially, it was like the toddler thing where you're like, why? Well, why? Why? Sometimes when you get too far down that path, you kind of lose sight of keeping the main thing, which is the better way to do it. And so those students that kind of question everything that is taught to them instead of just kind of trying to understand it and embracing it and kind of letting it be what it is. I see that as a huge kind of barrier in this business when students do that. Also, not like the opposite, keeping a closed mind, thinking that this whole thing is not real the entire time. That's going to set you back because you're going to constantly look for the negative thing, or that is what kind of makes you go down into those weeds.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's one of the reasons why I told people, like in the beginning, like, during the pre-party and then on day one, like it's so important, like if you're skeptical or if you think it's too good to be true, like that's fine, but like take those thoughts and just put them aside, for now, because I'm telling you, by the time you go through this, this challenge, your eyes are gonna be open to what's possible. There's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff, and obviously you don't know what you don't know. I mean, from, my upbringing, and I'm sure other people's upbringing, like you're never taught this stuff. I mean, it's just, nobody ever told me that it's possible to earn this type of income online or to have this type of success. And so because of that, I didn't think it was possible. But then you're like, oh, wow, like it actually is possible once you follow the system. So yeah, no, I agree 100% on that as well. And so, Courtney, what would you say, like, obviously this is just day number 2 of the challenge here. We got a couple more days to go. Like, as far as like, the biggest, what would be like the 1 or 2 big things you would say that you would really encourage people to do, like, and take away from the challenge in order to have success, going forward after the 5 days are over?
Absolutely. So I guess my first one would be to make sure that you're following along, you're showing up every day, you're watching the replays. I'll be honest, replays have always been amazing. Anytime I've listened to a replay for honestly anything in my life, especially with what I do with Robby, I always hear something through that replay that I didn't hear the first time that might help, create a connection. And so being, part of this, being all in, being part of it while it's happening, but also watching those replays is going to be big. And then also taking action. So following along, doing your homework, doing it when you need to. I know it's tough. When I started this, I worked full time too, and I worked in healthcare. During COVID, it was kind of a big deal. There was a lot going on, but I made time for this because it was important to me. So even if, the time of the challenge maybe isn't ideal, or those kinds of things, making time to make it happen and make it a priority is really what sets people apart. So doing that, taking action, watching the replays, and then again, always asking questions when you have them so we can help you.
Yep, absolutely. No, I agree. That's well said. And then obviously the other question, Courtney, here as well is, people have, now we've been talking about the VIP as well, and people have access, the ability to upgrade into VIP. And, in your opinion, because obviously you're seeing both sides, you've seen this as as a student that's learning, and you've also seen this as an actual, on the inside as a team member. Like, what's your opinion on the VIP? Is it worth doing? Is it something someone should invest in?
Absolutely. So honestly, you should charge more for VIP than you do. So it's a steal to begin with, knowing what I know about what's inside. But having been part of your challenges for the last 2 years and helping students out, the VIP gets so much hype after people actually do it. And then they, everyone else kind of gets, FOMO, the fear of missing out of that opportunity when they start hearing about how awesome it is. Being able to have access to, more detailed information or a little bit more assistance can really also make a difference. And that is what VIP kind of does. It gives you that little extra oomph you need to really level up in this for the challenge. And so you also get that extra help. You also get some extra done for you type things that are going to help move you quicker through this process. And honestly, that's invaluable. So I can tell you right now that all of our students that have ever done the VIP loved it and raved about it. So if you haven't signed up, please make sure that you do, because I think you will absolutely love it. It is the next way to, level up this challenge for you. I have no doubt that you'll love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well said. I agree. Yeah, the VIP is, maybe I will charge more for it, but unfortunately, guys, lucky for you guys. I mean, I can't go back on that right now. I mean, obviously it is what it is. So you guys have the opportunity to get a VIP. So that link there is in the chat, guys. Link is on the screen for you guys to jump into VIP. So make sure you guys do that as well. And then Courtney, as we wrap things up here, I know you're going to get back to helping in the chat and behind the scenes here. So anything else you want to add to people just to kind of get them inspired and excited for the remaining part of the challenge?
Honestly, guys, like I said earlier, I sound like a broken record, but I mean it. I've been on both sides of this. Just go all in, embrace the journey of learning something new. It's not always easy as an adult. Unfortunately, as I've gotten older, it's been harder to learn some things. I promise there are times where it can be frustrating, but anything worth having can be and is. And so just get through that. Make sure that you go all in. Make sure you're here every day. Ask questions when you have them. We'll be here to support you. And I'm so glad that you decided to start at least investing in yourself already by being here for for the challenge with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well said, Courtney. I appreciate you. Again, guys in the chat, big thank you to Courtney for popping on here and hanging out with us for a little bit here before she gets back to answering questions. And so, I appreciate you doing this, Courtney. It means a lot, and I know that people are inspired by you. And really looking forward to the next few days. The challenge is going to be great. So, yeah, Courtney, thanks so much for doing this.
You're welcome. It's going to be awesome. I'll see you guys in the chat and in the Facebook group.
All right, sounds good. Awesome, guys. We'll get back to it right now. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here in just a second. And also, as I mentioned, if you want to be in the running for those prizes, right, we're giving away literally a brand new iPhone, right, giving away a laptop as well and some Apple Watches. And I highly recommend you guys go and make sure you do those homeworks. So that way you can be included in that raffle that we will do as well at the end of the challenge, right? It's important you guys do that. Now, having said that, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for today. So number one, if you have not upgraded to VIP yet, make sure you guys do that, because in just a few moments now, myself and Coach Stephanie will be starting day 2 of the VIP session, and we don't want you to miss out on it at all, right? You still have time to get in. It's highly worth it. You're going to love it as well. So make sure you guys do that. Also, we will post a recording and the replay of this challenge session as well in the guide section of the Facebook group, so don't miss out on that as well. And then finally, guys, make sure you take action on what we taught you guys today, right? We already know how to find a winning offer, and now we know how to build a money page, right, for that winning offer. And tomorrow, we're gonna cover even more stuff to help you have more success. So get excited, guys. It's gonna be an amazing, amazing time. So that's it from me, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys at the VIP in just a little bit, and I'll talk to you soon.